fresh is always best, so get rid of the canned and frozen green beans and make my recipe of fresh green beans roasted with dill and lemon here on Let's Celebrate TV. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. So, Phil and I are home from our cruise and we had a wonderful time. We missed you all and I hope you missed us, but we're back now. Now I have to say the cruise was just beyond amazing and so was the food. One of the dishes we had was this concoction of string beans and tomatoes and olives and all kinds of stuff. And it was really, really good, but you kind of lost the string beans. So I thought, wow, why don't I show everyone my favorite way to make string beans, especially since it's summertime and you can get them fresh everywhere. So here we go. We're going to make roasted string beans with dill and lemon. Now this is such an easy recipe, I didn't even bother putting on an apron tonight. And this is a great recipe for a weeknight or a fancy dinner or what have you. So let's get started. Starting here, I have a whole pile of string beans on my roasting pan. And I have a few here. Now string beans have this nice little stem on them at the top. And they have this nice little tail at the bottom. All we're going to do is chop off this stem end because this is kind of woody and it won't taste very good. This part is fine. So I've just washed these like you would with any produce. And just take the knife, line them up, chop it off. Simple, right? Onto the roasting pan. Now, you kind of want to smooth these out, get them close to an even layer. It doesn't have to be pretty or nice or anything. Now, this is so fast, I'm just going to prep everything before we even go to the oven. So next comes the lemon and the dill. Watch this. Lemon zest. You've seen me use lemon zest. And this is what your lemon looks like if you zested it properly. I'm going to show you what I did. So here's my lemon. I'm going to use my favorite tool, the microplaner. Now a lot of chefs, you see them grinding away like this. It's not what I like to do. I like to turn it over and really just drag it across, just like that. Simple, easy. And that way you can see the zest that you've collected. And this is what you want to get. You want just the yellow, not the pith. So here's my lemon zest. Just add this little bit in. This is the zest of a whole lemon. This lemon actually. And this is what you want to see. A fairly naked lemon. So we'll put the zest aside. We're not going to throw this out. This we're going to cut into quarters and we're going to roast it alongside the string beans. So how easy, right? Half. Simple. Pop these onto your roasting pan. Next is the dill. This is dill weed. And it is a weed, and you probably have it growing in your backyard and don't even know it, but it's delicious. You just need a couple tablespoons, just these fronds, just maybe that much. You get a lot for your money with dill, and that's a good thing. Get rid of this. So this, we just want to chop up a little finer. Right? Couldn't be any easier. I like to use fresh dill whenever possible over the dried stuff. Dried stuff is fine, but in this case, the fresh will be better. All right, so that's going to give us a couple tablespoons. Let's put them in my little bowl and put this aside. Okay. Now we're ready to go to the oven. We need a little olive oil. Just a teaspoon or two, not much at all. Just a little drizzle. Tiny bit of salt and pepper. You don't want to overdo it. You don't need a lot of salt and pepper, but a little bit helps. Impeccably clean hands, as always, right? I'm just going to mix these up a little bit just to get everything coated in the oil and the salt and pepper. Okay. Now my oven is heated to 400 degrees. We're going to put these in for 10 to 12 minutes. It's just that fast. So off to the ovens. Well, it's been 12 minutes and here we are out of the oven. Now, if you look at these closely, you'll see they look roasted. They're a little wrinkly. They got a little bit of color. The lemons have a little touch of color on them and they've plumped up. Now you may be wondering, what does roasting do for me? What this does is it intensifies the flavor. Green beans have a wonderful grassy but sweet flavor that often gets lost when you boil them or steam them. So roasting just intensifies that and brings out the green beaniness, if you will. So let's continue. We're going to move the green beans into our bowl, and they're very hot. So all of these right into the bowl. Okay. I gotta tell you, they smell wonderful too. They will have a little color from the hot roasting pan. All right. You know what? I'll get the rest of these later. I'm going to take these little hot, piping hot lemon wedges, put them aside because we're going to need them. Okay, last few right into the bowl. Every last one. Let's get rid of this. And bring over my platter and the wine. You know what that's for. But before we plate, the lemon zest right in. The dill right in here. Quick little mix with your tongs because piping hot. And you really just want to mix this up so the dill and the lemon zest get all incorporated. Just like that. Now at this point, I would recommend having a quick little taste for seasoning. Don't tell. Wow. It's perfect. But at this point, if you needed more salt and pepper, that's when you add it. So let's plate this. I have this nice little thin platter. And I like to just try and make them nice. This is still, could be nicer, I suppose. But it's just us. You could take the time to arrange them beautifully. If you're having company, certainly. But here's a nice mound of string beans. Oops. Okay. And then our lemons. Now, you want to just put these on the side for right now. Right before you serve, That's when you squeeze lemon juice over them. If you did it now, it could still discolor the beans. So let's do our official tasting. Let's have a little bit. There we go. Now these lemons, having been roasted, their flavor is also intensified and wonderful. So let's have a proper official taste. Wow. And some wine. These beans are still crunchy. Their flavor is intensified, sweet and grassy. And the lemon zest adds that great burst of pop, that brightness. And then the dill just ties it all together. So this is my roasted string beans with dill and lemon. So that's all the time we have today. Thank you for joining us. Remember, we'll put this recipe up in the comment section on the website. And we want to hear from you, so always write in your comments. And what do I always tell you? Subscribe. Keep subscribing, guys. It's getting better all the time. And always, you can watch us anytime you want at youtube.com/Let's Celebrate TV. And follow us on Facebook and write to us on Facebook at facebook.com/Let's Celebrate TV. Again, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Peter Lee. I'll see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Cheers.